Okay guys, today we're going to talk about exiting out of a handstand. Now, exiting out of a handstand is really important because at some point in time you're going to have to get off of the wall and be able to do a freestanding handstand. Now there are a couple ways of exiting and I want to show you all of the safe ways of exiting, but my main philosophy on handstands is that you got to do it freestanding and you got to know all of your boundaries. So you got to know all of your exits out of that handstand. And one of the exits that most people don't often practice is exiting on their back. They tend to exit from the front or to the side. I'm going to give you an example right now what that looks like. So let me show you. Exiting from the front looks like this. You're going to come up and then you're going to fall back forwards, right? And then exiting from the side looks like this. Up and then a little weird, coming through like that. And those are all acceptable ways of getting out of a handstand. However, it doesn't teach you how to get up into a straight handstand like so. Getting into a straight handstand like this is going to require you to fall this way at some point in time, or else you'll never learn how to get into that free handstand. You'll always be a little bit crooked either one way or the other because you'll always be thinking that's the only way that I can get out of it safely. So I'm going to teach you a progression to get out of your handstand, but I'm going to show you what it looks like to get into a straight handstand and then out of it on your back. Okay, that's what a straight handstand all the way up and then falling onto your back. Now, is there a progression to this? Of course there's a progression to this. You're not just going to get straight up into a handstand and fall into it. But the steps are, number one, you got to make sure that you got to keep your neck flexed, okay? Number two is, when you keep your neck flexed, we're going to land on our upper back like so. And number three is we're going to descend or control the fall with our arms, okay? So number one is our neck is always flexed and our chin is tucked. Number two is you're thinking about landing on this part. And number three is you're trying to pull in and decelerate yourself from the fall, all right? Because you can control the fall. So how are we gonna do this? The best way of doing this is getting into a straddle position, all right? So I'm going to show you what that straddle position looks like on the mat. You're going to get into a straddle position like this, and you're going to hinge at the hip. Then you're going to put your hands down on the mat. I'm going to tuck my chin in, all right? I'm thinking about landing on this part of my back, and I'm going to help myself descend into that somersault and then keep my head tucked and keep myself into a tucked position. I'm going to show that one more time, okay? We're going to go into a straddle position like this. We're going to put our hands down like that, all right? Now I'm going to keep my chin tucked. I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to allow my arms to bend. And I'm going to roll through. The most important part there is, again, keeping your chin tucked in as much as possible throughout the entire motion. You never see me break out of that motion. And then I continue to, as I'm landing on my upper back, I continue to keep into a cannonball or tucked position. And that tucked position is going to help you roll out of that and get out of that momentum nice and smoothly, all right? So, practice the straddle progression. It's really important, and we'll go into the next progression of falling backwards. Hope that helped. Talk to you guys soon.